Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have Kyle Larson's North Wilkesboro Chevrolet Silverado race to win truck. And oh my goodness, I'm surprised this diecast actually got made. And here we go with a diecast review. Alrighty folks, we're at the good old box and here we go. This diecast, of course, is brought to you by our friends over there at Circle B Diecast. And let me tell you, I feel like long term this is probably going to be a very sought-after Kyle Larson diecast. I believe it's his first ever truck win to be made in the 1/64 scale. He's won truck races before. But wow, this is incredible, guys. Make sure to get your diecast ordered over there at Circle B Diecast. Do not miss out, fellas. This thing is incredible. And, of course, you can use that promo code down below and you help, support the channel in the process. Any orders, $30 or more, it is valid for that. So let's go ahead and hop to it. First thing that I noticed with this diecast is the Craftsman windshield banner is not centered. This might actually be accurate. I don't know. This could be a bugaboo. Who knows? But what I do know about it is that there is a windshield wiper, which is apparently they're not doing this in 2024. At least that's what I read. Some of these things they just make up as they go. But that is really interesting. A freaking windshield wiper. It'd be cool if you take that decal off, which you can if you really try, and you could put a metal windshield wiper that some people will put like on their tuners and stuff. Like Hot Wheels, Japanese cars, really cool stuff. And there's little metal windshield wipers you could actually glue on, and you can use them on your Nascar diecast as well. So you got HendrickCars.com right there on the front, a little bit of a dirt haze, very slight, and it's just so cool. Freaking North Wilkesboro, I'm telling you, the next gens, they airballed. They absolutely airballed that whole weekend. It was embarrassingly bad, right? And the trucks had an unbelievably good race. It was so much fun. I loved watching it. I think it was Bubba Wallace and Larson going at it for the win, if I remember correctly. And the next-gen cars, they made that track look as boring as a parking lot. And it's not the racetrack's fault. It's next-gen. Over here to the right front of the diecast, get Simpson, ARP, Sunoco, a whole bunch of damage and fender stuff, a lot of good stuff there. Number 7, this is Aspire Motorsports entry. Simpson, ARP, Sunoco once again. Now, I'm not sure what the lineup for Aspire Motorsports in the truck series is for 2024. I imagine they're going to still have some ties to Hendrick Motorsports. I think actually Raja Karuf, I think that's how you pronounce it. My apologies there. I think he's driving the 71 or something in the truck series. And that'd be cool to see the Hendrick Cars paint scheme ride again if he is sponsored by them. But Larson winning at North Wilkesboro. This is not the first time the Hendrick Cars number 7 truck has won. William Byron won at Martinsville in 2022. Fortunately, we're getting a whole lot more diecasts made nowadays from the race win line. And this would have looked really cool with some confetti. But, for you stop motion guys, you could use this as a normal paint scheme. You could literally swap out the windshield. And barring the the right front there, this is a pretty decently clean paint scheme. So you got HendrickCars.com right there. Got your little dirt and grime. You got your fuel insert number 7. Got a whole bunch of smaller sponsors down here. Mechanics Wear, Wix, whatever the biff that is. I do see Circle B Diecast. That's cool. That's probably why this one got made. It's pretty cool. Sponsoring Kyle Larson and him winning a race. That's pretty cool. Now, the tires on this thing look blurry, but to be honest with you, it kind of makes it look like it has dirt on it, which makes it look a little bit more realistic, even though it's just a print quality oopsie-doo. Got Goodyear there. NASCAR salutes, NASCAR 75th, Craftsman, SKF, Tilton, Cometic, Holly, E-Fly. Got Kyle Larson there. Chevrolet and a bunch of other logos. I'm not really sure what it is. CFOE. Go to the back end of the truck. This is a little bit of a bugaboo. You can see how the window bars, the spoiler bars are not lined up perfectly. Yeah, it looks kind of goofy there, but it is what it is. Got HendrickCars.com, Silverado, Spire Motorsports number 7. Go to the right side of the diecast, and just what a beautiful, beautiful looking paint scheme. I know this paint scheme has been ran like a gajillion times since Larson's return to the Cup Series in 2021, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm okay with it because to me, some paint schemes need to stick around. It's like the Interstate Batteries car that debuted in 2020, the new version of it. That car is becoming iconic. Yes, they've ran it 1,000 times, but I love seeing it. That's how the paint schemes were back in the 2000s. Like, you know, Rusty Wallace or Dale Jr. would run an alternate paint scheme, but Dale Jarrett, you know, would be running the UPS car every freaking week. Sometimes he would have alternates, but my point is that you just need some paint schemes to just be consistent, and it becomes iconic. And you might not appreciate it now, but a very years from now, a very long time from now, you'll look back and be like, man, that was cool. Got the number 7 on the roof, a little bit off-centered. And you go to the bed cover of the truck, HendrickCars.com. You get Larson on the back window. And you have like your wedge posts and stuff, which I love all that extra detail. Now, my honest opinion about this diecast, absolutely recommend it for one. It's a fantastic piece, even if you're not a race win collector, if you're just a Kyle Larson guy, you're just a truck fan, absolutely pick it up. But what's really cool and what's happening right now in the NASCAR Diecast universe is we're on pace for like half of the trucks that won races in 2023 to actually get made in the 1/64 scale. Half of them, I think there's like 23 or 26 races. The NASCAR Authentics line is making an absolute metric biff ton, the winner circle line, I should be more specific, of race to win diecast. And we're seeing more and more Xfinity and trucks being made. So my point is that there is a lot more of these coming, I'm thinking. It could age like milk, but how cool would that be to get half of the Truck Series field in 2023 made from the winners? That would be incredible, incredible stuff. I love the North Wilkesboro Speedway. I think it was fantastic. The revival project of that, if you're just a new fan and you don't know the history of NASCAR, this racetrack was a phone call away from being a parking lot. Like, if someone wanted to buy the land, it would have been bulldozed any year since, 1996 to 2022 or 21 when they started reviving it. So it took a tremendous amount of time, effort, and money, and they got the speedway rebuilt. The only bugaboo about it is the all-star race that they held there, which was a massive, massive, massive announcement for NASCAR to go back there. The next-gen car airballed. It was the worst all-star race I've ever seen. No passing, no racing, just flat, boring racing. And then you look at the Truck Series there, and this is the thing that I try to try to get my point across with. I know I'm ranting. You could you could complain about it in the comments. I understand. I'm passionate about this stuff. If you watch the truck race, they were beating and banging, landing on each other. It looked like a Friday night or a Saturday night short track action. It's like the Clash in 2024. The Clash was good, it was good to. You look at the Mexico Series race there. I mean, these cats were leaning on each other. They were duking and diving and fender banging. I mean, they were going at it. I loved watching that, dude. I wish they'd put more of the Mexico Series races on FS1. That was fun. My point is, the racetrack is not the problem. If the Mexico Series could put on an unbelievable show at the Clash, and the next-gen cars airballed all 3 of the years, imagine what the trucks and Xfinity would do there as well. North Wilkesboro deserves to be on the schedule, I believe. I do wish they would get an Xfinity race there. I wish they would get rid of the All-Star race there, just run a normal points race. Unfortunately, it's still not going to make the racing any better, but it might, give a couple more restarts, because, cautions breed cautions. But, that's my honest 2 cents on the whole North Wilkesboro revival. If it was COT or Gen 6, it would probably be pretty darn good. But, yeah, it's just short track racing right now is pretty much dead in terms of what it used to be. I mean, they'll still put a buttload of short tracks on there for the Cup Series, but right now it's like the worst racing you could probably watch. But, hey, Gen 8, whatever that comes, they'll probably fix short track racing. They'll probably break something else like super speedways. I'm just shooting the breeze here, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a blessed one. I love this diecast, but can we get a detailed box? I mean, how cool would this have been I'll end the video on this. If they would have done like a box that looked like an old North Wilkesboro Speedway sign, you know, like North Wilkesboro, Wilkes County, you know, that would have been a really cool thing. They could have made it look like a painted barn that was worn and stuff, and had the Wilkesboro Speedway font. They could have done something really dope. And instead, you get a newsprint box. I don't understand it, guys. Presentation sells, and that is all for today's diecast video. You get a box like this, wow, it actually looks pretty darn good, guys. Diecast Buffet, have a blessed one. Signing off.